the beautiful Ouija board. Going for a swim, but I can't fathom spending hours and hours on end just lying there. That's just not for me. Most days I just wear band shorts. Greetings and salutations, my name is Oracult and welcome to my sanctuary. To those of you new here, you're very welcome. I hope you like this video. Check out some of my other videos, stick around, like this video, subscribe to the channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you again for all of your support so far. It's been awesome. Keep those comments coming, please. And I'm so glad to have all of you here. For those of you who do frequent the channel, you might have noticed a slight difference in the background today, and this is because we are in the wonderful countryside, so we do spend some time here these days, so we will be filming a few videos around here. So hope you recognize your friend Mr. Skeleton and don't feel too out of place. And also, ta-da! That's from the local goth festival, the beautiful Ouija board. That someone made, like, by hand. Isn't it stunning? So we obviously have it on the wall here. So, what we'll be doing today is a bit of a different video as well, so not only the background, but the format of the video is different. Because this will be a tag video, and no one tagged me, okay? Just no one tagged me. I might tag a few people at the end of this, and see if they actually watch, especially till the end, but anyway. The tag video is 50 random facts about me. So, without further ado, let's get into the information nobody asked for, but you will find out anyway. So, fact number 1. I was born in 1979. I am a Soviet. So I'm Russian, but I'm also a Soviet, so I'm that old. My favorite band of all time is still Guns N' Roses. As a child, I have been on a cruise across the entire Atlantic in like 1987 on a Soviet cruise ship. My favorite decade of all time is the 1980s. I work in IT consulting. Hard to believe, I know. My husband is my first long relationship. I love shopping malls. I watch Made in Chelsea. If you don't know what that is, look it up and you will be amazed or appalled or both, or you might join me. My favorite book of all time is Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, and if you haven't read it, you're seriously missing out. If you get past the Russian names, you will love it. I can't draw or play any music instrument at all. I once did a piano class, and I managed to play the entire Moonlight Sonata eventually. After that I've given up because I was pretty hopeless. I am pretty obsessed with coffee. I drink it all the time. I drink it black with no sugar usually, and I really need to cut down. One of my favorite colors, well, my most favorite color, apart from black, is purple. When I was a kid, as in 4 or 5, I initially wanted to be a wolf. My parents were just scared shitless that I kept howling all the time, and they thought there was something very wrong with me, and then I wanted to be a cat. Now, my meowing got so good that once, in summer, when everyone had their windows down in cars, the car in front of us actually stopped because I screeched and they thought they've driven over a cat. I don't game. I can't. I get bored within 30 minutes, and if it's a racing game, I start swearing a lot and my husband just takes away the controller. I'm really bad at gaming. I don't understand the point of view thing, and although I really like the graphics on some of them and I think they're beautiful and all that, but I just can't do it. I don't have any tattoos, and I don't think I'll ever get any. I'm not sure why. I like them on other people, but just not on me. I do have a couple of piercings though, which are these ear ones here. One I just got because I got an earring. Well, I thought it was an earring, but it turned out to be a piercing, so I actually got a piercing because I loved it so much. And I have 3 holes in this ear and 2 in this one, but as you can see, I'm earring-less today, and I barely use all of them. I'm not a huge fan of dogs because they bark. Barking really annoys me, but for some reason, very recently, I just fell in love with corgis. I think they're the most adorable thing ever. When I see one, I just make the most embarrassing sound and face and go, oh, it's a corgi! and people look at me funny, especially when I try and cuddle their corgis. Now my children also picked up on that now, and they run around after corgis screaming corgi, corgi, and that way I have no chance to cuddle them. And speaking of which, we have 2 sons, but sometimes we think they're poorly trained house elves and they behave like complete goblins. I used to drink and smoke quite a lot, but I kicked drinking like over 10 years ago now, and I haven't smoked for about 7, maybe? So, best decisions ever. Over the years I've had quite a variety of pets, especially in my childhood, varying from budgies to hamsters to cats to carps, like live fish we've picked up in a shop way back when. None of those ended well, unfortunately. I am really bad with wearing heels. Unless they're platforms and wide and that kind of thing, I tend to basically fall over, and then my feet start killing me and I regret wearing them. I cannot apply false eyelashes for shit. I just can't do it. I've tried. I don't know how people do it so those ends of them don't stick out somewhere. People told me to cut them. When I cut them, I just destroy them. It's a nightmare. I love Bollywood film and music. I have a degree in economics. My favorite subject in school was algebra. Yes, it was. Seriously. I love sushi, especially the eel ones. Love the eel. I go to ballets, operas, and classical music concerts, in addition to metal and goth gigs. I suck at pretty much most sports. I make myself go to the gym. It might be somewhat enjoyable if you're watching a series of some sort, but generally, sports is just not my thing. I love going to the beach. I love going for a swim. Well, I just can't imagine just lying there for hours on end. That's just something I can't do. One of my absolute favorite things in the world is foraging for mushrooms, and no, not the magic ones, the ones you can actually eat. I love doing it. We've taught the boys how to do it, and we're looking forward to mushroom season. I swear too much. You wouldn't have guessed, huh? I went on a motorcycle course once. I actually enjoyed it, but I decided it wasn't for me because I just can't go that fast responsibly. I walk a lot. I try and have as many walks as I can per day, meaning before work, during lunch, after work, and potentially going to the gym. I once discovered, and still think so, that the meaning of life is responsibility. I love butter and cheese. Butter and cheese are everything. The worst thing that ever happened to me was losing my father almost 11 years ago now. The best thing that ever happened to me is our family and our boys, despite them being goblins. My favorite high-end designer is Terry Mugler, something like that. Freaking love everything, love the perfume, love the designs, everything. And I think Burberry Prorsum is probably the next best thing as well. I am not a very good cook. I did a tandem parachute jump once, and I don't think I'll do one again. My natural hair color is brown. Most days I just wear band shirts. At some stage in my 30s, I realized that my parents were actually the best. I am not a gambler. I can occasionally bet on a horse or something, and I just choose the ones with the names that I like, and I can do that like once a year, but in general, just not interested. I hate cockroaches. They're evil, and they should just disappear forever. The most precious thing ever is time. Sometimes I tend to overreact, but if you ask my husband, he will say that that's all the time. After having children, I'm unable to watch violence on TV or in any form. I'm unable to relax on holiday, and anyone that's ever gone on holiday with me can testify for that. Before I kicked drinking, people were at least happy when I, had a bit too much and went to bed, but once I quit drinking, people complain. They always say, when are we gonna relax? And I'm like, we have 3 days, we need to see everything. And that's just generally what I'm like in life. For some reason, I can click fingers on my left hand, but not on my right. I don't know why even our 6-year-old can do that. He's been practicing, he can do both. How sad is that? And that was it. 50 random facts that nobody needed, but here they are. Hope you enjoyed that and found out weird things about me. And I would like to tag Sanis, who is a YouTuber from Sweden. If you haven't checked out her channel, please do. I'll put it down below. Also, I would like to tag another YouTuber who is Mindful Witch. Used to be Pink Raven Castle. I'll put her down below as well. Really love her stuff as well. And I would also like to tag Delia LaFay. Haven't seen any comments from her recently, so see if she's still watching. Ah, and also Old School Ghoul. If you're still around and watching my channel, I like yours. So yeah, do one of these facts as well, because yours would be pretty cool, I gather, as well. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, thank you everyone who subscribed. I really, really love the support. Keep the comments coming. Tell me the strangest fact about you down below, or a few of them. I would like to know. So have a pleasant time of day wherever you are, and greetings and salutations to you.